everyone, it's Melissa, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello and welcome. Are you ready to make a beautiful autumn necklace using a beautiful Labradorite gemstone heart pendant? We'll be using some soft flex wire and some check glass from my collection or claimed from the Soft Flex Company live sales. If you haven't tried the Softlex live sales, they are every Thursday, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. They are fantastic. So many wonderful goodies from check glass, gemstones, and really nice items. So we'll be making a beautiful necklace that's perfect for the upcoming holiday season or just to layer with a sweater, or you can just wear it on its own. And before we start creating, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It'll help my little channel grow. And down below in the description, I will link the products and tools I am using in this video if they are still available, as well as a necklace tutorial inspirational playlist. Let's start creating. So we're just going to add on one of these little crystals just for some extra sparkle. I just love labradorite. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but there's some purple in there and a little bit of green. And this pendant was from a bead shop in Placerville, California, Artistic Beads and Studio. So we'll be making a simple loop on our head pin, and I am using my tool, the one-step looper. So we're just going to slide this into our tool and just go ahead and give it a squeeze, and we'll get the perfect loop every time. And just due to the placement of how this pendant was made with the heart, that's why I wanted to add this bead, just so it was easier to make the. And with my wrapped loops, I just like to take my round nose pliers and just make sure that it is completely closed. You don't want it to open and lose your pendant. You could add a jump ring to this, but I'm just going to string it directly onto the soft flex wire. We have the design on our bead mat. And when I'm doing my basic bead stringing, I like to keep it on the spool. It just acts as that bead stopper. And this is the copper color, the Soft Flex Metallic. Just so beautiful, beautiful autumn colors. I'm just going to set the pendant off to the side for just a moment. We're just going to start adding our beads onto our soft flex wire. Sometimes with the beads, you can see your soft flex wire show. It just really adds to the design, and you can match your soft flex wire to your designs. Especially with this little lighter, I think it's like a light amethyst fuchsia. You can kind of see that soft flex metallic showing through. So we're just going to keep adding on all of our beads until we reach our pendant. We've added on almost one side of our project. We're going to add on our check glass, and then we're just going to add on our head pin through the little top loop that we made with our one-step looper tool. And then we're just going to keep adding on the beads for the other side of our project. And you can always check and make sure that there's enough movement for your pendant. If it's a little snag or it's not moving or laying the right way, you can always just add a little jump ring on it to help it move freely and give the correct spacing. So we'll just keep adding on all of our beads. So we have all of our beads added onto our soft flex wire, and our necklace is almost completed. So keeping our project on our spool of soft flex, I'm just going to pick up our 2x2 just like it was a bead. We're going to pass our 2x2 back through our soft flex wire. And this is going to create a little loop. And this is our connection point to either a jump ring or your clasp. And it's up to you how big or small you want your connection point to be. We're going to take our pliers and just give it a squeeze. This is going to flatten it and keep everything secure. But I like to round my pliers and squeeze again. This is going to round the 2x2, make it look like a little bead. We have just a little bit of extra soft flex. I'm just going to tuck that under the next bead, or a couple of them. So it's up to you if you want to trim it or just hide it under the beads. And we still have a lot of soft flex showing. We're just going to slide our project down. We're going to cut a good workable length from the spool. And if you ever have extra soft flex, be sure to save it. You can always use it for that future project. I know this may look kind of like a small necklace, but we're going to add some chain to the back of it to extend it. And we're just going to do the same thing and just slide our soft flex back through that 2x2. We just want to make any adjustments. We want our loops to be fairly the same size. They don't have to be perfect. You just want them similar. And then we're just going to go ahead and give it a squeeze and rotate. Then I'm just going to take my pliers and trim the extra side. So we have our beautiful necklace with our labradorite pendant. I'm going to be adding in this beautiful gold chain, and it is an unsoldered link. So essentially, they're just a bunch of jump rings, kind of decorative jump rings, connected together to make the chain. So we'll just attach that to the back of our little soft flex connection point. And you could attach it to a jump ring and then your chain, so another design option. But since these are just essentially jump rings, we're just going to use it as a jump ring to connect to the soft flex. So I'm going to use about 8 inches of my chain. So when we're going to open up our chain, we're just going to do it the same way as a jump ring. Just gently twist. We'll take the size that we need and remove it. And then with our open side of our chain, we're just going to attach our soft flex wire. And then we're just going to give it a close. And you should hear a slight click. And you'll know that the two sides of the metal are complete. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I have my link open. Add that to my soft flex. And you can do multi-strand necklaces as well if you wanted to. We'll add on our clasp here in just a moment. If you wanted to have just another piece of chain on the inside and make a multi-strand necklace, you can. So a lot of design possibilities. I think the style is one of my favorite to work with the chain. So now we're just going to open our chain to add our clasp, and I am using a lobster claw. And when we've separated our chain, we're just going to go ahead and close it. We're not going to attach our clasp. Just because it's like a wavy link chain, the lobster claw is not going to fit. So we're just going to attach it with some regular jump rings. And we're just going to twist. And then we're going to add on our lobster claw and give it a close. And what's great about this project is if you ever wanted to extend the length of it, you're just opening and closing jump rings or shortening your chain, and then you can make your adjustments to your necklace without having to restring it. We're just going to add one more jump ring to connect our lobster claw on the back. Just kind of a design element. You could also add like a little charm or an extra little bead. Just kind of gives it a more professional finish. And we have our beautiful labradorite necklace. Thanks so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps my little channel grow. Down below in the description for the products used in this video, as well as information for Artistic Beads in Studio and Softflex Company. Help support small businesses. Have an awesome day.